name is Zach. I'm 22. I was born and raised in Fall River. I've been to the Freetown State Forest.
Hi, I'm Aiden. I'm 16. I'm from Fall River, Massachusetts. I've been there a few times, but I only we don't go too far in because we're afraid of losing our way, and I would say I would go back just because it's at least not now as known to be dangerous as it used to be.
I am Lindsay Hetzler, and I'm from Fall River. I would visit the Freetown State Forest.
I do have one experience. There was this one time, my friend and I at the time, where we like to go for walks down there. After school, we would go on the trail, right? And we were about an hour in, and on the way back, the sun's going down. It's not too dark, but on the way back, we saw this like scarecrow decoration thing in the woods off of the trail. And we were like, that's weird. That's an odd place to put it. My friend had the bright idea to go into the woods and try to steal the thing. And as soon as he's reaching out for it, about to put his hand on it, we hear like this like bark or howl or something, but it sounded like it came like right behind us. We got spooked. We bolted right out of there. It was a fast walk home.
I go to Diamond High School. I've heard the story of the young girl who was murdered on my school grounds under the bleachers. I've heard this one story, I'm not sure how true it is, but in the forest, they I guess someone was decapitated and they would play soccer with the head and kick it around.
So my mother actually knows a victim of the Satanists, I guess you could say, from the woods. What I heard was that this woman was taken by them and had basically the top half of her head just clean off with like an axe or something, but they murdered her.
There's been a lot of weird things. It wasn't just the cult murders. I think that was probably like the biggest story. The occult murders when I was in middle school. It happened on the Freetown side. It definitely was a big story. There was a middle school. So, like, I don't really remember like what the adults were saying, but kids kind of thought it was cool.
I've heard it come up a few times in passing, but it's one of the most well-known stories that's linked to the Freetown State Forest.
I heard because of the Satanist stories back in the 80s. So my friends and I had the bright idea to, check out the spooky place, the haunted place, the ghost stories, all that, see if we could find anything. But we also went because of the cliff in there. They say that if you could go up there, you could see some weird things.
Been to this one place in the forest called Profile Rock, and I've heard it's really dangerous, and that a lot of people have gotten either hurt there, or I've heard some people even died there because it's all collapsed rocks. And actually this past September it just collapsed again, so it's probably even worse now.
From what I know, it's like a triangle from like Bridgewater, goes down to Fall River, and back up, where a lot of just weird happenings have happened inside that triangle. But when I heard about the triangle was because it was all these other different things all happened. I know there was one specifically on the Bridgewater Triangle. It, there was just like there was a few people that had seen sightings of UFOs while out there, or whatever they seen, you know.
Freetown State Forest is a well-known place in the community, and I feel that's why everyone knows its intense and eerie history.